Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today I use some Call of Duty Ghost Story, guys, and another episode of KEM Strike Saturday. So maybe this is your first time ever watching KEM Strike Saturday. Maybe that's the thing. So if it is, KEM Strike Saturday is basically a weekly series here on my channel where subscribers send me in KEM Strikes, and I do my best to talk about them, break them down, and show them off. And of course, at the end of the video, you can find links to the person that sent me in the KEM Strike, and of course, in the video description, you can find links to them down there as well. This one was sent in by a guy named Levithan, who has been on, I believe, 3 other episodes of KEM Strike Saturday. He's definitely a frequent guest here on KEM Strike Saturday. He posts a lot of good stuff here. He sends in a bunch of good stuff. He's got a pretty good YouTube channel. And this one, we're running around with the Golden AK-12, right? And the Golden AK-12, like the idea of a golden camo in Call of Duty Ghosts is absurd to me. Like, I think back to the original Black Ops, right? Where you just buy gold camo. You know, that's how you get it. The challenges for gold camouflage in Call of Duty Ghosts, I believe, are some of the most difficult challenges. Like, how many kills do you need to get while leaning? Like, I honestly think it was like 100 or 500 or something ridiculous. Like, I've gotten maybe like 2 leaning kills my entire time in Call of Duty Ghosts. And you have to do all those just to be able to get this gold, as well as a bunch of other challenges. Like, when you see a guy with a golden gun, it's like, wow. That guy's used that gun a lot. He's probably pretty good with it. And Levithan is pretty good with his AK-12. He does pretty well with it. And I try to talk about, like, I've done videos like, oh, with the best assault rifle. Like, what is the best assault rifle in Call of Duty Ghosts? And at the time, I thought the Honey Badger. Because the Honey Badger comes built in with a silencer. It's got relatively easy recoil. It's got good iron sights. It's like a really good gun. But at the same time, I think if you were to have a discussion as to the strongest assault rifle in Call of Duty Ghosts, like what one is the best to use overall, I think the AK-12 needs to be in that conversation. Because the AK-12 is just ridiculously good. It is definitely a very, very good weapon overall. And throughout this entire video, you're going to be seeing Levithan run around and do very well with it. And what is actually a pretty bad showing for his team right now. So if you actually check the score, look at the scoreboard right now. Bet you didn't realize that the score is 92 to 156. Now it's 94 to 157. I bet you guys didn't realize that. Yeah, his team is not exactly doing well. Right now, he is actually 34-6, I believe. It's kind of hard to tell in the video preview screen. But he's also got 3 captures. Like, he's moving about, but he's actually trying to, capture flags and do well that way. Well, what's going to have to happen here is his teammates captured B, and they also have the C flags. He's going to move up to A, and it's very, very common. You'll see it in many YouTube videos where, and by the way, I think he goes up here. I think he like gets on 2 people up here plus a SATCOM. It's very common in YouTube videos. You'll see a lot. If you see a gameplay on Warhawk, especially Domination or something like Blitz, oftentimes you'll see people like to run up and they like to try and take out enemy team as they're spawning towards the A flag, because there's really 2 places you can spawn when they're at the A flag. They can spawn inside the bar, maybe outside the bar, and just behind the bakery, which is like, he's upstairs in the bakery right now, so just behind the bakery. And those are like the only places they'll spawn, like when they're like stuck at the A flag or they're at that objective in Blitz. And so he comes up here, he tries working on that a little bit, and he killed all those guys upstairs, but his teammate captured the flag, and now everyone's like moved out. Now it's a matter of like, all right, let's get moving around. We find this guy here in the bar, but now they're triple capped, and he's kind of just waiting to see where the enemy team's going to spawn. Judging from where his teammates are on the mini map, and I've given this tip many times in my videos, that use your team as UAV, right? Where all of your teammates are at, guess what? That's where the enemy team is not at. Keep that in mind. And he turns the corner here. And like I said, they will spawn them in. Like, you can be at the end of the bar, and they'll be on the other end of the bar. And as long as like you're not in the exact same room as them in the bar, they will spawn in there. That's what I'm saying. Like, they will spawn like crazy in the bar. It's like the most key spawn point, I would say, for Warhawk. So keep that in mind. You guys just seen that happen. Like, he was over here shooting a guy off the A flag, turns the corner, there's 2 people in the bar that spawned there. That's kind of how it works. But remember how bad they were losing earlier? Remember how bad they were losing? Well, now look at the score. 154 to 165. That triple cap was working ridiculously, and he was taking out everybody, and I mean everybody, towards the A flag. And of course, he's running the assault package. He's got himself the Trinity rockets and the Battle Hind and the Maniac. He's throwing down his Maniacs for his teammates to take. He's throwing up Battle Hinds, and he's actually using the Trinity rocket to try and take out people. It's working very well. Working very well for Mr. Levithan right now. The comeback is real. We're only down by 8 points right now, but the enemy team has C and the enemy team has A. There's basically nobody really over towards the A flag, so he's going to make his way over there, and now he's only got 3 bullets left. He's only got 3 bullets left, and he's going to have to finish off this streak with the Remington. And the Remington, I think we can all agree Remington's a pretty powerful gun, which is crazy to me because, like, in competitive play and, well, basically competitive play, I don't see it like ridiculously often, but the Remington R5 is obviously a good gun, right? And it's used a lot in competitive play. But this gun is like a reskinned CM901 from Modern Warfare 3. Like, it's got the exact same reload animation. It looks the same. It's got about the same buy rate, relatively the same damage. It's like, suddenly, the CM901 from Modern Warfare 3 is like a popular gun. This guy's on the A flag, and he turns down here and picks him off and gets the KEM Strike. But man, like, did that hit anyone else? It's like, people seem to like the CM901 now, because, like, that's basically what the Remington R5 is. It's like a reskinned CM901 from Modern Warfare 3. But now, for whatever reason, people like to use it, and people think it's good, as compared to Modern Warfare 3, where nobody used it, where everyone used the ACR and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It was just kind of weird. But let's check the score here, as Levithan's team has finally taken the lead. He throws down his Maniac, but makes kind of a mistake, and it lands on top of the truck. Luckily for him, there is actually a way, apparently 2 ways to actually get on top of the truck, so he's going to go the long way here, and you can also go up the other way where his teammates is trying to steal his Maniac, and he's like, just want to drop my Maniac right now. That's my Maniac, I'll tell you. And his team won. They were down by that much, but they ended up coming back and winning 200 to 183 in some horrible editing by you, Mr. Levithan. You know damn well that I want to see the final score. You know damn well that I want to see the final score in these gameplays, but no, we don't have that. I'm going to have to click to look back here, and we're back here, and we can actually see the final score. Horrible people. But still a pretty good final score. Final score of 60 kills and 6 deaths. So that's pretty freaking good. A 10 KD in any game is a freaking good game. He's also got 4 captures there. They didn't show how many defends he had, but I'm sure it was a ton, especially considering all the killing he was doing on the B flag towards the beginning of the video, as well as on the A flag towards the end of the video. So that was definitely a good gameplay by you, Levithan. Very good stuff overall. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of KEM Strike Saturday. If you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And if you guys like to send in your guys' KEM Strikes for next week's episode of KEM Strike Saturday, everything you guys need to see is on your screen right now. Everything. It's all right there. Check it all out. Upload to YouTube as unlisted. I have no commentary on it, no color correction on it. Show the goddamn final score for once. And just basically follow the rest of the rules, and you might be on next week's episode of KEM Strike Saturday. Might be. We'll have to see about that. Might have to do that. If you guys like to go ahead and check out Levithan. So Levithan's a pretty frequent guest here on my YouTube channel. If you guys go over to his YouTube channel, which it's not Levithan, it's Kashanzilla. He's one of those people, where the YouTube channel is different than his gamer tag. Kind of like me. My gamer tag's SV Nero and my name's NerosCinema. But go over to his channel. He's a pretty frequent guest here on KEM Strike Saturday. Man's got well over 100 videos on his YouTube channel. A lot of them are KEM Strikes. He's a really good player. I mean, he's been on KEM Strike Saturday like 3+ times. I think he's been on KEM Strike Saturday 4 times now. So if anything, go check out his YouTube channel for some amazing gameplay. He does commentary as well. He's got a bunch of videos up, and he's got a nice little back catalog of different stuff for you guys to look through. And you guys can check out his stuff. So hopefully you guys all go do that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of KEM Strike Saturday. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.